NRA training requirements have been updated by the state. I'm going to fill you in. Welcome to another installment of Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like channel, like content, what I do here, you can support me with the link. Everything is appreciated. And to my Connecticut residents, if you plan on getting your Connecticut pistol permit, I recommend that you do it before July 1st. I will take it further and say turn your paperwork in before July 1st, because then after that, the training will be modified. If you already have your permit, watch the expiration date. There is a link to the online renewal portal for the state of Connecticut for permits in the description box. Keep an eye on that. Let's talk about this. And this has, of course, been an ongoing thing, as you've heard me talk about multiple times through the videos concerning pistol permits and the state in its, I don't know how you want to put it, excursion into public safety, have decided to make things harder for law-abiding citizens to obtain their pistol permit and or buy firearms, and they also restricted what kind of firearms they can buy. But they have finally released the updated course curriculum for NRA instructors. This is an additional training program on top of the NRA's basic pistol course. And now it's 9 slides. Depending on how much you dig into it, you're talking about probably another 15-20 minutes added to your course time, once again, depending. And what they also are telling you, you have to sign off on a document that then goes to the state, claiming that you have taught this curriculum, the additional curriculum, where you sign it and the student signs it. I'm going to show you that later. First, I'll go through a brief look at what they are requiring. Now, this is the presentation that they're giving us. Public Act 23-53, training on safe storage of firearms, lawful use of firearms, and lawful carrying of firearms. This PowerPoint has been developed to be taught in conjunction with your instructor's current curriculum in order to satisfy the training requirements set forth in Connecticut General Statute 29-2A and amended by Public Act 23-53. You must submit to your local issuing authority both the certificate of completion for the Public Act 23-53 training and a certificate of completion for the balance of the course. Safe storage at home. No person shall store or keep any firearm on any premises under such person's control unless the person, 1, keeps the firearm in a securely locked box or other containers or in a manner which a reasonable person would believe to be secure, or reasonable person, and that's up for interpretation, or carries the firearm on his or her person, or keeps the firearm within such close proximity to his, herself, that such person can readily retrieve and use the firearm, as if such person was carrying a firearm on his, her person. Safe storage in a vehicle. All pistols and revolvers stored in an unattended motor vehicle must be kept in the trunk, area not accessible from the passenger compartment, locked glove box, or locked safe. I highly recommend against that, because even if you do have it in any one of those scenarios that they say, oh, these are okay, and the gun is stolen, you're still going to be held liable for it. So I don't buy that. But no person should carry or possess in any vehicle or snowmobile any firearm other than a pistol or revolver for which they have a valid Connecticut permit to carry or is legally secured above, while such firearm contains in the barrel, chamber, or magazine any loaded shell or cartridge capable of being discharged. And this is talking about long guns. They don't want you riding around with a shotgun or a semi-automatic rifle that potentially is loaded. That's all they're trying to say here. A person is justified in using reasonable physical force upon another person to defend him, herself, or a third party from what he, she believes to be use or imminent use of physical force. He, she may use such degree of deadly force which he, she believes to be necessary for such purpose. Deadly physical force may not be used unless he, she believes that another person is using or about to use deadly physical force on him, herself, or a third party, or inflicting or about to inflict great bodily harm on him, herself, or a third party. Now, you can have a reasonable belief of anything, but I'm telling you now, in Connecticut, You use physical force, deadly force, let's call it deadly force, on another person. Trust me, they're going to scrutinize the crap out of you for it. But no person shall intentionally, negligently, or carelessly discharge any firearm in such a manner as to be likely to cause bodily injury or death to persons or domestic animals, or the wanton destruction of property. No person shall hunt or discharge any firearm from or across the traveled portion of any public highway. What's common sense? No person shall hunt or shoot a firearm within 500 feet of any building occupied by people or domestic animals. No person shall carry any pistol or revolver on their person without a permit, except, unless you're a criminal, then they just give you a slap on the wrist, except when such person is within their home on land leased or owned by that person, or within the place of business of that person. No person shall knowingly carry a firearm without a permit and with intent to display open carry, except within their home on land leased or owned, or within the place of business, or engaged in firearm training or bona fide hunting activity. A reasonable measure to conceal said firearm when carrying must be taken. Neither a fleeting glimpse of a firearm nor an imprint of a firearm through such person's clothing is a violation. You're at the supermarket, you bend over to pick something up, your gun is flashed for a second. That's not considered a violation of this statute. Once again, that's going to come down to interpretation. The issuance of a permit to carry does not authorize the possession or carrying of a pistol or revolver in any premises where the possession or carrying of is otherwise prohibited by law or is prohibited by the person who owns or exercises control over such premises. Examples: schools, federal and state law, courthouses, anywhere no firearms is posted. That's pretty much what it is now. And firearm laws are often very in-depth. If you have any questions, please seek legal advice. State and federal firearms laws are often changing and evolving. It is important that you're up to date on firearms laws, not only as a permitted individual, but also as a firearm owner. You must follow all state and federal laws and regulations as they pertain to the purchasing, carrying, storage, and use of firearms. Okay, so there it is. That's the added curriculum that they want to be taught. Now, here's the form that the instructor, you NRA guys, are going to sign off on, and the student's going to sign off on. And I speculated this back in another video, that this could become a gotcha. Now, you could teach all this, but in the end, it comes down to the individual and their level of accountability. And this is a scenario, because I have people, well, at least one person saying, oh, this would never happen. I don't ever say something will never happen. A lot of things people said, oh, this will never happen, damn sure came to pass. But you teach the curriculum. Student acknowledges the curriculum. You sign off on it, they sign off on it, that form goes to their issuing police department. That person then, through whatever reasoning, makes an error that's in violation of the law, which is part of the curriculum. Is the state now going to turn around and say, well, you signed off on this saying that this person understood everything that you said? We're going to have to look at your training requirements and put you under scrutiny. Is it possible? Absolutely. Don't say it isn't. It is absolutely possible that they could do this, because you are signing off on a document that says, hey, this person's good to go. I took them through the course and they understood everything I told them. Well, if you did that, how come they made this mistake? So anything is possible, but I don't trust the state to say, especially when it comes to gun rights. I don't trust them at all, period. And that just comes from experience. But there it is. That is the required curriculum for the NRA training course. Pretty much all courses except USCCA course, I believe, is good to go. But NRA instructors, you have to pick up this extra training. I will leave a link to not only the PowerPoint presentation, but I'll also leave a link to the form that they require that you and the student sign off on. You can go to the Department of Public Safety website and download it there. But here we are. Let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.